In this edition of the MORI screencast, we'll discuss editing a member's personal and contact information. In order to edit a member's information, you need to find the member. To learn how to do that, view our Find Member screencast. On the Find Members results screen, click the Edit button to open the member's record in edit mode. The Edit Member screen is multi-tabbed. Just look along the top of the form and you'll see tabs labeled Member Data, Contact Info, Lodge Affiliation, Events, Other Info, and Lodge Info. In this screencast, we'll discuss the Member Data, Contact Info, and Lodge Info tabs. To learn about the Events, Affiliations, and Other Info tabs, which includes offices held, see our Edit Events, Affiliations, and Other Information screencasts. So first, let's look at the Member Data tab. Here you can make name changes, enter a spouse's name, birth date, birthplace, and occupation. This tab will also tell you the member's Grand Lodge number, primary lodge, their status, initiation, past and raised on dates, and their current degree. On this side of the screen, you can also enter the member's proposer and mentor, along with their member type. You can also view the member's profile and print it out. You may also request a new dues card for the member that would then be sent out with the Grand Lodge's next mailing of dues cards, based on the Grand Lodge's policies. You may also enter notes about this member that will be viewable by all MORI users with access to this member's record. All fields that are in blue are required and must have an entry. If they don't have an entry, you'll receive an error with the incomplete field highlighted. You must include either the birthplace or birth country. You are not required to have both, although if you have the information, we recommend you include it. Now let's take a look at the Contact Info tab. Here you do just what the tab suggests. You edit the member's contact information. Again, fields that are blue are required and must have an entry. U.S. addresses must be well-formed, including the two-letter state abbreviation and either the 5-digit or 5+4-digit zip codes. Once you have edited the address, you must tell MORI where you got the information. So click on the Change Source drop-down and select either Lodge, which means somebody in your lodge gave you the information, Member, he gave it to you himself, or Post Office, which means you received a notice from the post office. You may also include a snowbird address for members who have seasonal addresses. This way, labels and reports generated while the member is at his snowbird address will automatically be addressed appropriately. If you use the snowbird address, you must include a from date and a to date. For example, if the member goes to Florida from November 1st to April 1st, you would put 11/1 in the from field and 4/1 in the to field. That way, any mailings generated through MORI during that period would automatically go to the member at his Florida address. You may also include a work address. Finally, if you have an email address for the member, we strongly recommend you include it, as many lodges are now sending meeting announcements and other general announcements via email. The last tab we'll look at in this episode is the Lodge Info. Here you simply indicate which of your mailing lists you would like to assign this member to. To learn how to create additional mailing lists, see our screencasts dealing with the mailroom functions. And that's it for this edition. Look for our Edit Affiliations and Events screencast and our Edit Other Information screencast to discuss the rest of the Edit Member functions